What if everything you've been told about body fat is incomplete? For most of modern history, fat has been treated like the villain of the human body. It's blamed for disease, blamed for weight gain, blamed for poor health. Entire industries have been built around reducing it, eliminating it, or avoiding it completely. But this view is dangerously oversimplified, because fat is not just fat. Inside your body exists a complex biological system known as adipose tissue. And unlike what many people believe, this tissue is not passive. It is not just sitting there waiting to be burned. It is alive, active, and constantly communicating. Fat cells are dynamic. They grow, shrink, divide, and interact with other systems. They receive signals and send signals. They respond to your environment, your diet, your stress levels, and even your sleep. In many ways, fat behaves more like an organ than a storage unit. Think about it. An organ has structure, it has function, it communicates with other organs. It plays a role in maintaining balance inside the body. Fat does all of these things. It stores energy, yes, but more importantly, it regulates how that energy is used. It influences how hungry you feel, how full you feel, how your body processes nutrients, and how your metabolism adapts over time. And perhaps most importantly, fat talks to your brain. There is a constant conversation happening between your fat tissue and your central nervous system. Signals are sent back and forth, influencing behavior, appetite, and energy expenditure. So when you feel hungry, or when you feel satisfied, that feeling is not random. It is controlled, in part, by your fat. But here is where things become more complex. Not all fat behaves the same way. Some fat protects you. Some fat harms you. And the difference between the two is not always visible from the outside. Two people can look similar on the surface, yet have completely different internal realities. This means the real question is not just how much fat you have. The real question is, what is your fat doing inside your body? To understand fat, you have to understand communication. Your body is not a collection of isolated parts. It is a network, and that network depends on signals. Hormones are the language of that network, and fat cells are fluent in that language. One of the most important hormones produced by fat is leptin. Leptin acts like a messenger between your fat tissue and your brain. It tells your brain how much energy is stored in your body. When fat stores increase, leptin levels rise. This should signal to your brain that you have enough energy and reduce hunger. In a perfectly functioning system, this creates balance. You eat when you need energy. You stop when you have enough. But in reality, the system is not always perfect. Over time, especially with chronic overeating or metabolic stress, the brain can stop responding properly to leptin. This condition is known as leptin resistance. When this happens, the signal is still being sent, but the brain no longer listens. The body behaves as if it is starving, even when energy stores are high. This can lead to increased hunger, reduced energy expenditure, and continued fat accumulation. Another key hormone is adiponectin. Unlike leptin, adiponectin works to improve insulin sensitivity. It helps your cells respond properly to insulin, allowing glucose to move efficiently from the bloodstream into cells. Higher levels of adiponectin are associated with better metabolic health. Lower levels are often linked to insulin resistance and conditions like type 2 diabetes. But fat cells don't only release helpful signals, they also release inflammatory molecules. These are small chemical signals that, in short bursts, help the body respond to injury or infection. But when they are constantly active, they create a state known as chronic low-grade inflammation. This type of inflammation does not cause immediate symptoms. Instead, it slowly damages tissues over time. It affects blood vessels. It interferes with insulin signaling. It places stress on organs. And over years, it contributes to serious diseases. So fat is not just storing energy. It is sending instructions. And those instructions can either support your health or slowly work against it. If fat is active, then location matters. because where fat is stored in your body determines how it behaves. The most visible type of fat is subcutaneous fat. This is the fat stored just beneath your skin. It is what you can pinch. It is what most people think of when they think about body fat. In many cases, subcutaneous fat is relatively stable. It stores energy and releases it when needed. While excess amounts can still be unhealthy, it is not usually the most dangerous form. But deeper inside the body lies a more concerning type: visceral fat. Visceral fat surrounds your internal organs, your liver, your pancreas, your intestines. And unlike subcutaneous fat, visceral fat is highly active and highly disruptive. It releases more inflammatory signals. It interferes with normal hormone function. It affects how your body responds to insulin. Over time, this creates a cascade of metabolic problems. The presence of excess visceral fat is strongly linked to cardiovascular disease, insulin resistance, and other chronic conditions. But there is an even more dangerous scenario: ectopic fat. This is fat that accumulates in places where fat does not belong, such as inside the liver or within muscle tissue. When fat builds up in the liver, it can lead to fatty liver disease. When it accumulates in muscles, it interferes with glucose uptake and energy use. These disruptions affect the entire metabolic system. This means that body weight alone is not a reliable measure of health. Two individuals can weigh the same, but one may have healthy fat distribution and the other may have dangerous internal fat accumulation. From the outside, they may look similar, but internally, their bodies are functioning very differently. Fat is not just about storage or signaling. It is also about survival. Your body uses fat as an energy reserve. When you are not eating, during fasting, exercise, or stress, your body begins to break down stored fat into molecules called fatty acids. These fatty acids enter the bloodstream and are transported to tissues that need energy. Muscles use them for movement. The liver uses them to support metabolism. Other organs rely on them to maintain function. This system allows your body to survive periods without food. But like everything else in biology, balance is critical. When too many fatty acids are released into the bloodstream, they can overwhelm the system. They can interfere with insulin signaling. They can accumulate in organs. They can contribute to metabolic dysfunction. This creates a cycle. More fat leads to more imbalance. More imbalance leads to more fat storage. And over time, the system becomes harder to regulate. But this also means something important. Fat is not inherently good or bad. It is context dependent. Healthy fat supports life. It provides energy. It regulates hormones. It maintains balance. Unhealthy fat disrupts systems. It drives inflammation. It contributes to disease. So the goal is not simply to eliminate fat. The goal is to maintain balance, to support healthy fat distribution, to ensure that the signals your fat is sending are working in your favor. Because inside your body, fat is not silent. It is active. It is responsive. It is powerful. And every single day, it is shaping your health in ways you cannot see. So the next time you think about fat, don't just think about how it looks. Think about what it's doing. Because the real story of fat is happening beneath the surface.